Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul, this absolute clown circus show. No, I'm only joking. Jake Paul is the clown. Mike Tyson is the legend. He's the OG. Anyway, he had a press conference a few days ago. Now, I'm a little bit late to the party because I was heavily covering the Tyson Fury and Alexander Usyk fight. So we're going to cover it today instead. And also, I just want to say, lads, right, if you see my video yesterday, you'll know that I got another copyright strike on my channel. That's now 2 copyright strikes I've got. One more and my channel gets deleted completely. I don't really like making these videos about me, but it's got me feeling a little bit bummed out, to be honest. I'm pretty confident and believe that the video I uploaded falls under fair use. I transformed the video significantly, used small clips, went frame by frame, added so much commentary and educational discussion around the video, but it still got taken down and I got a flag on my channel. I can either wait 90 days and just accept that my reach and my impressions are going to be killed off and I'm going to get less views, or I can start the appeal process, but in doing so, it starts a legal process where I could potentially be taken to court. Now, I don't think it would come to that, but it's just an absolute nightmare, so I apologise if I seem a little bit bummed out in my next few videos, but I'm going to have to be a lot more careful now with the content that I use, regardless if I believe it's fair use or not. Video I uploaded yesterday, I actually appreciate all the love and support on it. The views absolutely tank on an incredibly popular topic that was Tyson Fury's terrible corner advice. But the video for 13,000 views got really good engagement, 2,000 likes and 343 comments. I've read a lot of those comments and honestly, your guys' support makes me feel a lot better about this situation. Anyway, now that that's out the way, I appreciate you all. Moving on to the video, we've got the Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson official press conference. This was on Jake Paul's YouTube channel. Now, I have seen other people in the MMA and boxing space use this exact video to react to. So this video falls under fair use. I am going to transform the video significantly and provide extensive commentary over the video. What I'm really intrigued to see with this press conference is if there's any animosity building up just yet, if it's starting to get a bit heated. Now, I say it all the time, if you was a fighter and you're getting asked the same questions over and over again, sometimes it can start getting you a little bit agitated. But let's watch the press conference and see if either fighter is giving us any insight into their game plans or how they're going to approach this fight, or just the mindset in general going into this fight.
El Gallo, Paul!
The boos for Jake Paul.
Hey, Dallas, shut the f*** up. Y'all keep booing, I'ma keep doing. Bunch of bitches. That's how y'all want to do it? Let's f***ing do it. Keep booing, I keep doing.
Jake Paul actually sounding like a rapper now. You keep booing, I keep doing. Got a completely different accent then.
The most brutal, the most
vicious,
the most
ruthless champion that has ever been. I eat your heart, I eat your children.
I fuck you in the ass, white boy. Come up here, let me show you what a real man's like. Yeah, I make love to you, white boy.
Mike getting a lot of love here.
Saying that this fight is scripted for Jake Paul to win.
Well, just come to the fight and you'll see.
This whole thing about the fight being scripted, what absolute bollocks that is. You gotta remember who you're talking about. We're talking about Mike Tyson here. Jake Paul, yeah, whatever. You think Mike Tyson is really gonna agree to a scripted fight? You have to remember where Mike Tyson comes from, what he's made of, what type of caliber person he is. Mike Tyson would rather come in here and win in an absolute vicious fashion than get double the amount of money but have the fight scripted for Jake Paul to win. I'm standing on that. Let me know if you guys disagree.
Listen, I started Jake off and I'm gonna finish him.
Okay. It's getting real now, Mike said.
I thought of Jake Paul off, now I'ma finish him.
Also, by the way, don't get it twisted. These two are actually very cordial with each other. So it's interesting to see how far they take this trash talk.
Same question. People keep saying that this fight is scripted. Jake Paul. Jake Paul. Jake Paul. Fuck Jake Paul. I like that shit. Yeah. Hey, I hope y'all keep that same energy when I knock this old man the fuck out.
Jake acknowledging Tyson's age there. It's about time. And really, there's no pride in that, Jake. I'd understand if Mike Tyson was like 39 or 42, because you could kind of make the argument that he's still going to be decently skilled. He's not too old. But no, Mike Tyson is literally an old man. 58 by the time this fight happens.
Mike Tyson is risking serious injury against a powerful 27-year-old who is in his prime.
I don't know if he's in his prime. He's fat. He should be lean and mean. He's fat and funky. I saw him with his shirt off the other day. He's fat. Did you start training already?
Mike Tyson wasn't lying. Jake Paul is thicker than a snicker. This was posted last week. Jake Paul, heavyweight, is here, and he is looking very tanky. He's looking thick around the waist. You can see the body fat almost spilling over the pants. In all honesty, though, to be fair to him, he looks pretty decent. He looks like he's put on a decent amount of good muscle weight as well. I know it's favourable lighting here, but look at his chest. You've still got a little bit of the outline of abs there. Jake Paul's got ridiculously thick calves, thick legs. He's not top heavy. He's still going to have strong legs and a strong foundation. I'm sure Jake Paul's been doing loads of squats. Your legs need to be strong enough to carry you over the course of 8, 10, 12 rounds. But yeah, Jake Paul's looking pretty thick here.
Hey, Buster Douglas was fat, am I right?
I know, but you're no Buster Douglas.
I'm better. I'm better. And I'm gonna end you quicker than he did.
Yo, Jake, you're saying you're better than Buster Douglas? That's some serious cap, man. Slap face emoji, dead emoji times by 3. Dead. Buster Douglas would absolutely make Jake Paul. Maybe Jake Paul would beat this version of Buster Douglas. Maybe. 64 years old, still in his prime. That's a prime Jake Paul candidate right there. Prime Buster would absolutely smoke Jake Paul. It's not even a conversation we should be having, really. I just have to talk enough to significantly transform the content I'm watching.
You started me off. I appreciate that, Mike. I love you. I love you. Like a father loves his son, but I must discipline you. You're going down, old man.
Okay, I love you too.
Mike.
Okay, somewhat of a wholesome moment right there. I'm not too sure what to think of this just yet. You could even see, as Jake Paul was saying, I love you to Mike Tyson. Mike looked happy about it. Take a look right here. He's like, oh, you saying you love me? Okay, I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. Jake looking like he's licking his lips there. I love you, Mike Tyson. In fact, this still frame encapsulates what this press conference seems like it's going to be all about. Mike's having a great time, living the dream. Jake Paul pretending to be serious.
They say if Mike Tyson doesn't get Jake Paul early and get him out of there early, there's no way he can go all 8 rounds and win this fight.
Okay, whatever. He's not going to win. He can't even knock out Nick Diaz. Nick Diaz is 40 pounds. How you going to knock me out? What's the other guy? Anderson Silva. He didn't knock those little guys. How you going to knock me out?
Mike Tyson coming out with the M-bomb there. I like it. Let's be fair, Anderson Silva is not little. Anderson Silva was a solid 185-pounder in the UFC. 6'2", I think he was, and an incredibly skilled fighter. That being said, Jake fought Anderson Silva when he was like 50-odd. But I get what Mike Tyson's saying there. He's saying he's only knocking out little guys. Tyron Woodley, 5'9". Not really little, but in terms of this being a heavyweight fight, Tyron Woodley, Ben Askren, Nate Diaz, Tyson said, Nick Diaz, they all have one thing in common, and that's that Jake Paul has the size advantage on them. Now, being skilled fighters, they should be able to negate that size advantage with their skill. But Tyson is a different beast, and the idea behind Tyson needing to get Jake Paul out of there early, otherwise he won't be able to last the 8 rounds, that is typically the narrative, but I don't think it's true. I think, though, if Tyson does have a chance of getting Jake Paul out of there, it is going to be in the first few rounds. But I don't think he's going to have any problems lasting the entire fight. Do I think he's going to be able to keep up that same intensity that he's got in the first round, the entire 8 rounds? I'm not too certain on that, but that's mainly because we haven't really seen much elongated footage from Tyson. We've only seen short little clips.
Majority of your fights, we've certainly seen the power on display.
Who did he knock out? Who did he knock out? Little children. He didn't never knocked out a real man. Come on.
Tyron Woodley and Nate Diaz watching this now like, oh, Tyson, why you got to do me like that, bro? Calling us children. Tyron Woodley, who's 5'9" and absolutely jacked, is not a child. Nate Diaz, who's 6'1". Okay, he's skinny, but he's not a child. Like doing all these UFC fighters dirty, yeah.
He didn't knock out Tommy Fury.
Hey, look, he's right. I can't stand here and say I did those things. But what I promise to the people is on July 20th, Mike will be put to sleep, and he will feel my power, and I will go down as the man who put Tyson to sleep for the last time.
Tyson said, you didn't put Tommy Fury to sleep. I honestly don't think he's going to knock out Mike Tyson. Do I think Jake's got the potential to do so? In terms of power output, Jake 100%, if he catches Mike Tyson with a good, clean shot, he has got the potential to finish Tyson. The question is, will he actually be able to hit him, though?
For the 200 million who will be watching this fight around the world, well over 80,000 people that will be in AT&T Stadium, what can you guarantee these people they will get on July 20th when you step in the ring with Jake Paul?
Listen, we're here. We did enough talking. I'm ready to fight.
Mike's already fed up with the questions. It is the same question, worded 20 different ways. Basically, what can we expect when you step in the ring? How many times have you got to answer that question as a professional fighter? The thing is, though, is that Mike's going to get asked this question another 50 times because they're not set to fight until July. Mike said he's ready to fight now. You've got a little bit of waiting to do yet, Mike.
Jake Paul, same question.
The gods sent us for a war of the ages, and I respect Mike. He's a legend. But it's time. It's my time now.
Mike Tyson said,
Get on this guy.
There's a reason why I have the same birthday as Cus D'Amato, because I'm going to teach you how to fucking box, Mike.
Okay.
Ooh, he's cutting a bit deep there. Bringing up Mike Tyson's mentor, father figure, Cus D'Amato. Ooh, it's getting dicey. Mike Tyson seems like he's taking it in good spirit, though.
I can't even get mad at this guy because everybody knows this guy's talking out of his ass.
Imagine if this was prime Mike Tyson at this press conference. He would have absolutely ploughed through that announcer, the guy in the middle, and flattened Jake Paul. But this is the thing, guys. I'm a little bit older. I'm 36 at the end of this month. Friggin' hell. As you get a little bit older, you get less asked about other people's opinions and what people have got to say. You just give less of a as you get older. Imagine what you're going to be like when you're 58. Everything is water off a duck's back. I don't see Mike Tyson getting riled up whatsoever on the build-up to this fight. There might be a little bit of fake drama, a little bit of fake beef, but I think these two fighters are going in there all buddy-buddy. But then when they step in the ring, they're going to go for it, of course. You guys know I'm completely honest on this channel. I do not care about the female fight. Now, I know these are two really good fighters, but I'm sorry, I just do not follow women's boxing. I barely follow women's MMA, and I'm a huge MMA fan, so we're just going to kindly skip past this. Sorry, ladies. I'm sure it's actually going to be a fantastic fight. I'll watch the highlights the next day.
I want to kiss Mike's big juicy lips.
Damn, that was a random... I didn't expect to jump back in and hear that. What the hell's going on here?
You want to kiss me?
Indeed.
Huh?
He said he wanted to kiss you.
That's so ironic that he said that because I saw a picture of him dancing at 16 doing a little dance on YouTube, and for some reason I had an erection.
Gentlemen,
This press conference has took a very weird turn. We're getting all homoerotic here. Mike Tyson's always been that way inclined, though.
I fuck you in the ass, white boy.
That's what he should say to Jake Paul. That'd be hilarious.
Just wanted to ask each one of you, you each have the fighters and winners mindset. What do you keep in mind that keeps you on the right path when you're getting in training, getting ready to go, and getting ready to win for each of you?
Oh my word. You got one job, and one job only. Ask Mike Tyson and Jake Paul a decent question. You can tell these reporters have never fought or even done any training in their life because they come out with such awful questions. So tell me, what's your mindset when you're training? What's your mindset when you're fighting? Are you meant to say to that? Yeah, I want to beat him and I'm going in there focused. There should be a prerequisite for these reporters to at least do some martial arts for a good 12 months so they can understand the mindset themselves and understand that it's not that deep. You get focused for the fight. You're getting paid for it. You're going to be a bit nervous. You're excited. Whatever.
Mike, what keeps you focused for fights like this? What keeps you focused?
I can't answer these bullshit questions, man. Come on, man.
Yeah. Exactly. There you go. Mike, you absolute legend. Right. Please be a good question.
How you doing, man? So, you're Iron Mike, man, the baddest man on the planet. How's this fight gonna go, man, against this Disney kid?
Oh, friggin' hell. Again. What the... Mike Tyson knows this guy, apparently. He said, what's going on, Jeff? Look at Jeff. Friggin' hell, he looks like he's just woke up from his own funeral. Sound like he didn't even know what he was going to ask. Are these just random Netflix employees?
It was good while it lasted for Jake, okay? It was good while it lasted. It's not going to last much longer. You're fat, Jake.
At least Mike tried with that one.
Mike, Jake Paul has aspirations to be a world championship level boxer. From what you've seen so far, will he be a world champion boxer someday?
Now, the schmo's all right. That was a decent question. Does Mike Tyson believe that Jake Paul can become a world champion one day? That's a little bit of a better question. Good work, Schmo.
Hey, let me just be honest. He's improved a lot. Yes, he did improve a lot. But he's not going to have a good night when he fights me on July 20th.
What did his ribs feel like when you touched them on Monday during the face-off?
They felt pretty hard.
Make up your mind. Were they hard or am I fat?
Well, you're fat, but you had hard muscles, okay? But outside your muscles, you're fat.
Lay off the weed.
I like the fact that Tyson is being completely honest as well. That's good.
They say he's the baddest man on the planet, so let's find out. Apparently, he's the final boss, moving up to heavyweight and continue to prove all these dumbasses wrong. That's what I do my whole entire life.
He was the baddest man on the planet. Now he's the baddest 58-year-old on the planet. He's not the baddest 58-year-old on the planet anymore. He's kind of like a big cuddly teddy bear now.
What in the hell went through your mind when you said, you know what, I want to fight Mike Tyson?
Oh, my days. I don't even want to hear the answer to this.
I love the biggest challenges in the world. That's what's made my whole entire career, is taking big risks, and making history is what I've done my whole entire career, and everyone will see July 20th. I will prove them wrong once again.
Jake worked that question well.
How do you respond to people who are critical about this fight taking place in the first place at all because of your differences, particularly your age?
Hey, now, fair play to the lady. I'd say that's an all right question as well, because there is a lot of talk about Mike Tyson's age coming into this fight. It's one of the main narratives, so good on you, girl.
See too many people critical about it. Look at this. Ha 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 ha.
Critics, I mean.
Excuse me?
Critics, you know, people in the
Who?
industry.
Tell me who. Name it somebody.
Folks.
You? Who?
No, folks who say it. Thanks.
Yeah, I know. Thanks.
Oh, Mike Tyson getting a little bit agitated there. I personally thought that was an alright question, to be honest. Why not ask the man himself what you think about the critics who are saying, you know, you're a little bit too old? And there is plenty of people online who are saying it. I know what Mike Tyson's doing. He's like, well, go on, who said it? But it's just the general narrative online is Mike Tyson a little bit too old. I personally thought that was an okay question, but Mike Tyson looking a little bit angry there. Okay, are we starting to see him get amped up?
Jake, you say you want to be a serious boxer and you want to be a contender and be a title holder. So then when in your career are you going to actually fight a contender in your weight class and not do gimmick fights?
Very, very good, mate. Good question. Really, really good. Putting the man on the spot. You're not trying to throw him softball questions. You're asking the tough, hard stuff.
I think he just called Mike Tyson a gimmick.
Mike Tyson's 58 years old, or will be at the time of the fight, yes.
So
as much as I respect Mike Tyson and his...
What did you just call me again?
I didn't call you anything.
What did you call me?
I didn't call you anything.
This reporter's got balls. I like it. This is what we want to see.
It's been 4 years in this sport, and I've done more to it than any boxer in the history of the sport. So in due time, sir, I will be fighting for a world championship, and I will be shutting you the fuck up and making you eat your own words, just like the rest of these fucking punks.
Legit question, though. And look, if this was just a one-off fight against Mike Tyson and he'd fought other contenders or just even people his own age, then that question probably wouldn't even be getting asked. It's only because it's a constant narrative that Jake Paul tends to fight older fighters who've been retired, who are well past the prime, or from completely different combat sports such as MMA. That's why that question got asked.
What makes each of you so confident that you'll get the win come July 20th?
Oh, come on. That was awful. What makes you so confident you're going to get the win? Who are they? Some of you guys tell me. Who are these people? What makes you so confident? Because Jake Paul's got 9 wins against fairly decent opponents, professional MMA fighters, a couple of professional boxers. Mike Tyson is a beast, or was a beast, especially back in his prime. You can answer that question yourself, you absolute dummy. Right, okay, so now we have the face-offs. Let's see some intensity right here. I think what we're going to see is Mike Tyson having a little bit of a laugh, Jake Paul being all serious. Oh, come on, G. See, 58-year-olds, they don't give a crap. Mike Tyson's just like, I'm done with this shit. See you later. Jake Paul 100% thinks he won that stare down. Let's be fair, you know, Jake Paul does look big. You can tell he's packed on some decent mass on his frame. You know, Jake's going to have the size advantage, but I really hope Mike comes out there and just knocks him out. Mike looks good, though. Look at the shape of Mike. Look at his forearms. His biceps are coming in. Delts, traps. His wasters came right in. This is a really good look on 58-year-old. No Diddy right there. You say no Diddy instead of no homo these days. Let me know in the comments down below. But Mike looks good. So there we go. Interesting press conference. You can see that Mike was getting a little bit agitated, but mostly by the reporters' questions, not even so much by Jake Paul himself. Jake Paul was trying to get Mike wound up a little bit. Mike was giving it a good go of selling the fight, and this is the thing. These two fellas are buddies. They know what they've got to do. They know they've got to sell the fight. They've got to hype it up a little bit. I think they'll go off the stage, behind the scenes, they'll shake each other's hands and go, yeah, that was good, that. I like when you said this. Oh, I like when you said this. Okay, cool. Gives a hug, Mike. Gives a hug, Jake. And then they both go home and sleep soundly at night. Do I think this press conference changes anything with regards to my prediction of what the fight is going to be? Not really, no. I think Jake is probably going to win on points. I can't see Mike Tyson getting knocked out. I think his movement is really good. I'm still yet to review and analyze the Roy Jones Jr. fight. And I also don't see Mike Tyson knocking out Jake Paul either. I just feel like I need to see more unedited footage from Mike Tyson, maybe like a sparring round or two before I can really judge. Once again, I could be completely wrong. My predictions are actually pretty decent this year. I'll have to go back and tally them up. Okay, guys, let me know your thoughts down below. And just a quick little reminder, I've got a training app coming out this July. If you want to get notified about the updates and when it's going to get released, then check out the first link in the description. I've also got a completely free physique course, which I used to charge £100 for. It's got 12 free training programs in there. You can check that out in the description. Like the video, help me get through this second copyright strike. Pray to baby Jesus that my channel is going to make it through these next 90 days. Appreciate you all. See you tomorrow.